Okay, first of all, um, let me make sure I'm recording. So yeah, um, issue with BBRY. I did have this on my list on Sunday, and I totally forgot to add it to the updated list because it was on my list for last week because I was waiting on a on a consolidation period around this area because this seemed like a good area of support. But especially if you look at the history scene, like if you look at the lateral line here, you can see that the support is, typically happening right here, and you have this consolidation period where it's trying to figure out, the value of it. But anyway, point is, right here I set a buy marker on Sunday for the sole reason of monitoring this candle to see what direction it will go in, and if it ended up opening high, then it's a pretty clear buy signal. And the issue here. Well, not so much an issue, but you can see that over 3 days the market is agreeing on the minimum set price. So typically what will happen when this occurs is that the price will generally go back up, from what I've read at least. So, I completely forgot about this one, and that's on my bad. But if I saw it, I would have definitely played it. Because you're looking at roughly 5%. Especially if you were playing the intraday, or if you set like your limit sell over here. But anyway, I guess we'll just look over the stuff here, and I'll just make some suggestions or my random thoughts on everything. Whoops. Let's go to AMD. So we got another consolidation period right here, where at least is trying to figure out what to set the price at. So this is not a buy signal, because it's consolidating. There's no clear direction. It could go back down here and meet the resistance right here, or the support, because like I've been saying, support turns to resistance, and resistance turns to support. So hopefully this turns to support. If it turns to resistance, then oh well, maybe we'll catch it down here or even down here. So, we'll probably even get a better price off of it, because, this is not going to go back down anytime soon, especially with the Ryzen CPU coming out. I'm preaching this on like every video, but GLBS, I think we looked at it. I don't think I'm going to go over through the whole list. Oh God, come on. What the heck? Well, anyways, I guess that's not working anymore. But anyway, GLBS, same thing, sympathy play off of dries and stuff like that. It looks like it didn't pan out, but yeah, we got a little doji forming right here, so maybe it's gonna find a little bit of resistance right here, especially given the high of this area. Maybe it's meeting some resistance here, but we'll just have to wait and see. BioC, that one's pretty self-explanatory. I've already spoke about BioC and how it's retracing. Obviously, if you were playing this one, that 23%, given that it had rebound there, you could have played it right here, maybe bought a few shares and see what direction it goes in. If it started to go back down, and you set your sell limit on whatever your risk tolerance is. But let's see. What was it? OZM. Oh God, OZM. Yeah. So OZM, it looks like it's doing its little reversal, which is good, because that means it's sooner or later we'll get a buying opportunity. And given that we missed a few, or at least I did, it's just giving us an opportunity. I don't want to buy on the way up. I want to buy when it bounces, because that gives us a better probability of success. Because the higher it goes, typically it's the greater your chances of it having a reversal on you. And depending on if you're shorting or buying for profit, then you want to play your probabilities right, and you want to keep your probabilities in your favor. AOBC, like I said, this is the former Smith & Wesson, and it's doing exactly as I suspected here. And so you can see it's going up. If you bought at the end of the day right here at 1956, you'd be up to 1989 roughly. for a profit margin of around 21.39 or something like that. So it's not a crazy good. It's not crazy profit margins, but at least it's in profits. Actually, I'm curious about the stochastics on this one. Let's do that. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. You get this crossover, so you know this might be a little favorable here. Yeah, this could really pan out to be a good one. PFE again. You know, at least it's it's going up. It goes up in weird periods. You know, the overall trend is like this, but you have constant consolidations like this and like that and like that. So, you know, it's pretty annoying. This one's annoying, at least for me, because I don't like staying in very long. So, this one I'm hoping for, especially on the next day, for a break of this top trend line, because that'll help it move positive. But, you know. So, I do want to bring up ENDP. Even though I've been saying that it's off my radar, I keep freaking coming back to it for some reason. Just because it's on my mind. You know, negative candle here, positive candle here. We'll have to see the overall volume for a confirmation at the end of the day. If it stays below this candle, then I'm gonna continue suspecting of its downtrend. But if it manages to break this area, then we'll be in pretty good shape to head back up. CENX, another one of my good ones. Well, at least one that I'm hoping will pan out, because it started looking like a high and tight, but this is a pretty shit candle here on the negative trend, and the only reason why I'm thinking that this resulted in this fashion is because if you look at this area, if I were to draw a price trend, the high of this day was rejected by this candle for a high pull. So if it went for a momentum trade on this day, then it would have been a confirmation of the high and tight flag. But since this made its little reversal, it seems that the market, recognizing this very popular play, was rejected. So it kind of looks like it's going back down. So what I would end up doing is look right here, and I'm going to turn this into a red to indicate that. Whoops. Let's do red. Okay. So I'm just kind of thinking that it might be bearish. Until the following candle. If the following candle can move above the high of this candle, and the high of this candle being at 1653, then we'll be in good shape for a break. Of, you know, a momentum trade. But right now I'm suspecting that it could potentially go down. So one to keep your eye on. Unfortunately, it's not panning out the way I was hoping. HK. I think there's another one that I had my buy signal put on here. Yeah, so I had the buy signal here, and it seems to be following the overall resistance trend right here. So maybe it'll meet back down here, where we can catch it on the way up. OZM, I think we already talked about that. Yeah, we did. But I think that's all I really want to go over right now for today. Nothing really interesting going on. I'm going to take a look at stock twits, see what's moving around there, and well, I'll just get back to you on that one. See you.